But I mean, that's definitely a more rational way of seeing things.
Yeah.
Which is interesting if you think he's an INFP, because he doesn't sound like it.
That's what he told me he was.
It almost sounds like another INTP to me.
That would be strange if my brother's
Really?
also INTP.
Do you not see him as having a similar cognitive process? I mean, the personality is going to be vastly different, but...
I was thinking about this too, and I was like, man, these personality, like, it's almost because of the way my mind works and how it's like a framework, and everything that I know, I kind of hold strong convictions, and that becomes my reality. And so if I introduce personalities and the different if I research that and understand it better, as it was like, money up the way I see people, I just see like letters around me and
just fitting people in these boxes.
I think I kind of do, because I'm just wondering, like, what's that person's personality?
Yes and no. You start to see it, but it's not. I think it's very. Well, it cuts out a lot of wasted time, to be honest, and it gets you.
Wasted time is interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of times we waste our time with people that just in the end don't understand what we have to say, and I mean that sounds very.
I don't know if I subscribe to that at all, because I think that. Life experiences are such. Yeah, I kind of do.
Well, I'm looking for very specific things.
Yeah. Well,
I'm of a more extreme type of person than you too.
If you are in that context, yeah. Because me, I mean, I feel like I can just.
I can't get along with just anybody.
Interact with anybody.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the growth and development that I have to go through. Is I have to know how to interact with everybody. Because
but I believe in that too.
Everybody exists. Yeah.
I believe in that myself, and this has actually helped me form like checklists of who do I still need to work with,
right?
What kind of people do I need to meet.
That I can understand. It seems like a tool to be utilized, and it has applications and stuff like that.
Not to like enclose within boxes, but to know how to break outside of them.
Right. Yeah.
To know what you lack, to know who else can give you what you lack.
It all depends on how you use the tool. I could see somebody using it for other purposes, like I'm going to stay away from ESFJs, or I'm going to stay away from...
I don't do that per se, but I mean, I've been talking to this girl lately, and I found out she's an ESFJ, and I thought, well, that's interesting, because she breaks my understanding of that stereotype. She's actually really nice, and a lot of, I think I told you this, for a lot of years there, while I was studying, I was isolated. So coming out now into the world, I'm finally seeing them in the flesh, these types that have been abstract concepts for so long.
Right.
And I'm getting like these new perspectives on it that don't always go with what I expected.
They're premeditated,
and it's been very interesting.
Yeah.
I get thrown for a lot of loops. Like the ENFP thing recently, I'm like, wow, I like this.
The ENFP, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, I've known Vidya as just being Vidya before I knew that she was the ENFP, you know? And that's cool that I can research, and there are things that click. I'm like, oh yeah, these remind me of characteristics that I'd associate with her. But at the same time, I don't want to caricaturize her.
Oh, I understand.
Like, I don't want her to be an ENFP only, because I don't want to be, right?
And it's not about personality. Again, it's not cognitive processes.
That's, I think. Yeah.
So, I mean, like I've said so many times, I don't look anything like most INTJs, because I'm like a Fruit Loop. I pass bitter as like an INFJ, probably just because I'm more of the mystic, new agey crabhead, you know, just that kind of. I'm definitely not what you picture with this mean, angry, stone-faced scientist, just emotionless jerk. That's what people think INTJs are.
Probably people think the same of INTJs, or similar of INTJs,
to an extent.
Being like out in space.
Stereotypical nerd, usually very Aspergerish.
It's funny because I do have draws that, you know, like we're talking about.
And I have the draws too.
Trandoshans, like shit like that. Like I am a nerd, but I don't outwardly identify with that.
Yeah.
There's a separation.
You defy the box.
I'm like a closet nerd, so to speak.
Yeah.
I try to be. I mean, some elements I think, okay, this is cool, so I can kind of push this a little bit. But yeah, I don't want to be outwardly that, because I find
your tendencies are still there, but you don't embody them to the extent of an unhealthy individual.
To the extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good. But again, I think it would kind of muddy it up if I was. I don't know that I don't think I'll do that. But lately I've been finding myself doing this. Like
I think it is whatever you make it as.
Yeah.
Make of it.
Having that knowledge, it does put things into a different perspective, which is okay.
And it's been supremely helpful in my case. But I'm also looking at it from I don't know, they're really abstract.
Like pumpkins, like spray books.
Like Salvador Dali pumpkin.
Yeah, what the hell? That was cool.
But I'm coming from it from a very, the world is a mystery to me, and I don't like traversing it because I need to understand. This gives me a map. This gives me some kind of. I feel like I know people without having to know them, and that eases my anxiety.
I can totally understand that.
It's also improved my. I was so intolerant when I was younger.
I'm glad that it actually has done that.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't a jerk, but I still just didn't understand. And I mean, that can be said of a lot of us. Just that level of ignorance. And ignorance taken as law in some cases.
So, the Burlington Coat Factory is right here.
It is. And then Goodwill is right ahead of it.
Which order we go to? Would you like to go to Goodwill first?
I think I prefer the known before the unknown.
Yeah, I don't want to challenge you in that sense, but yeah, no doubt.
Alright.
Burlington looks huge, but
it does look huge. I'm intimidated.
When you go in there,
do they have scooters?
I could find out for you. They probably have one of those riding carts.
It's funny because people would look at me and think, oh, that's just a douchebag trying to be funny.
But you actually use them?
No.
Okay.
I've never used them before, but I just don't go out.
You think that they would?
I don't look like I need it, yeah.
I spoke to Will Gardner today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Tell me about Goth Night?
What's that?
You tell me about Goth Night?
I actually did tell him about Goth Night.
What did he say?
I totally did. He said, that
something minute?
He said, what, minute?
He keeps using that phrase. Like it's been a whole minute.
Yeah,
I've never heard that before him, but now I'm hearing it from several people.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah,
like Phil, I heard him doing that. Philip.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, what was with Will?
Will's further in. We started talking about. He messaged me first, and he sent me a video of J.I. playing last night in a place where there were
the pole-a-thon.
Yeah, there were girls dancing on poles.
Seems very strange.
And it was funny. Like, I laughed about it. And I was like, hey man, that's pretty cool. And then we started talking a little bit, and yeah, I told him I was going to this goth night thing tonight.
Did you tell him I was going?
Yeah,
all right.
And I was like, I've been hanging out with Corey here recently. We were talking about a few different things, but I think the biggest point for me is that he said he wanted to give me his studio monitors.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
give.
Yeah,
wow.
That was a big thing for me because he had posted them online for sale for
like a week ago.
Like less than a week ago. But
yeah.
And then I showed interest. I expressed interest. I was like, hey, I'm kind of in the market, blah blah blah.
Wow.
And then when we started talking about production and stuff, he was like, man, I feel bad selling it to you if one of them needs to be repaired. And he was like, I'll help you repair them. And then he found the invoice, and it's $133 to repair it. So for me to buy it for $100, it'd be more than what it's worth.
Wow.
So he said,
that's kind of the way it was with my guitar.
really?
We played, well, not the same scenario, but I mean, I got that guitar because he was so generous with.
Yeah.
We played a show, we got like 250 from the show, and he said, you take it, get yourself a guitar with it. That's awesome.
Yeah, so he went on to say some things to do with like Texas stuff. They're doing something.
Man, that's respectable. Whoa, what the hell is that? Dude, look at this. What is this right here? Go to
It's totally Halloween.
Yeah.
I've got ones that.
Oh, they're that way, I think. Okay.
Remember one time I got totally played. I had like 3 CDs. I was like, I should double check these. They were all Sarah Elizabeth? Yeah.
I have been here so many times and I've never seen it crowded like this before. What the hell? This is weird.
Well, I haven't been to this one many times.
Oh, really? Oh. What do you want to look at?
Something to wear tonight.
Okay. Something. There's something weird. Oh, there's Halloween stuff over there.
Yeah, should I do it like that though? Should I go all kitchen or more secured? Or?
I don't know. We could head back to my place before we go though. And dude, let's look for actually they might have it right here. The rigid colloiding. Colloidum or something. It comes in a little tube like one of those. I know Party City has it.
Expensive?
No, like $6. And it's just a thing of gel, and what it does is it rigidifies on your skin, and it causes it to pucker. It it pushes the down. It's very interesting, and I achieved that effect that way. Maybe we should both do that just tonight. I know they have it at Party City.
Okay.
What the hell?
You see it?
Not here, no. Handcuffs. Almost got some real handcuffs online. No.
You said handcuffs? Are those real handcuffs?
They're not real, but I was considering getting real ones online just because. Because why not? Oh, a Jester Clown costume set. It looks like it's for a kid. Yeah, it's suitable for ages 4 to 6. What is this stuff? No. So are we looking for our witch doctor stuff? Yeah, I was seeing that's like a centurion breastplate or something.
Interesting. We can.
The urban middle class witch doctor.
Yeah.
It's so trendy, the people in here. What the hell? I'm like having to rework my understanding of the layout just because of the people. Yeah. That's how I am, if you noticed. I just need a... Of what, jeans? I do corduroys. Corduroys are my favorite usually, but I've been trying different ones lately. But
I don't have any black jeans. It seems weird. The jeans that I have.
What would you find for a witch doctor? I think it's less about what we wear and more about how we wear it. And I think it's a lot about layering too.
How we wear it?
No, it's how we wear it as opposed to what we wear. And I think a lot of it has to do with how you layer your clothes. Because if you look at people like that, they've got tons of things on, and it's just they're all kind of almost cascading out of each other. Yeah. And they've got, I like that look. Yeah, it's a little suffocating. Do you wanna jump ship to the other one? Oh no, it's not.
This isn't really bothering me so much.
Okay.
Well, I know that as you go to you're probably gonna want to reserve that.
To an extent, yeah. I don't know how much this is spending it. But, I mean, because I'm already hanging out with you, I know that's some form of expenditure.
Yeah. I wanted to zip around. I wanted to see if they had any black jeans.
Okay, I'll be flying around here.
These won't go.
And make sure these aren't women.
I literally, the first thing I started was
I'd wear that.
I mean, are these going by sizes? I mean, denim over there, it says. I think I idealize these kinds of stores before I come, and then I get here and I can't see anything just by looking, and I get disturbed.
Yeah, I usually think that it has everything.
Yeah, but then you get here and it just seems like the same thing repeated ad nauseum. Did you see that weird mask I showed you the other day?
33 by 34.
Is that you?
Yeah.
That's your size?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you like
I
red?
don't know if it'll fit. Yeah, I've never worn anything this like out there.
I've actually been looking for red pants online.
Aren't these cool?
I'm not that size, but yeah, they are cool. I like the they're not jeans. They're like cargo or chino.
Kind of like chino.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah.
I don't know what I can wear them with, but I feel like they'll.
A black shirt and with red pants is a good choice. Yeah. And that could totally be goth. Yeah. Do these go in order by size? Okay, they do.
I'm gonna try these on, but I'm gonna.
You should get some other stuff first, dude.
Yeah.
I hate some of those pants. I'm over it.
I am too, but I have so many shirts and so few pants.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Like, all my pants have holes in them.
But that's trendy. I guess not for work.
No, but the reason why they have holes, I wear them to cut trees down outdoors, and then they would get snagged on wires.
Oh, okay.
I would get snagged on wires. It wasn't a week where I didn't have cuts on myself.
Something spooky about this, but I do like it. I like these kind of old dolls. And Mom used to collect things like that from the 90s. I'm not sure where that. I mean, what's causing it to trigger? I found people's like personal photo albums in Goodwill before, and just looking through them, and there's like
I've
people's.
seen diaries.
It's weird, isn't it? There's something sad about that.
Sad about it?
Yeah, like it probably just got dumped in the box after someone passed away. Wow.
That guy is very interesting.
Let's get him.
Contributed.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could pull that off if I wanted to.
I definitely could. I have a pair. Well, do you remember the jeans short shorts? The ones that had the patches on them?
Yeah.
On the front it said Baltimore Police. And on the back it said Baltimore Prison. Yeah. I'm just on the cop.
Because of Mischief Night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my school, the Baltimore Police short shorts. Oh man. These are where's the weird, like, if you want to use these, we have to cut them up. I mean, dress shirts are fine though. Looking
Dress
at
shirts
those.
are always fine.
Yeah.
These
I mean,
are like the
they're
shittiest versions of dress shirts. I have these shirts already.
I
I have an even better version of this one. But this is
don't even know what size I am though. That's nice.
Yes, I have a better
That
version.
actually looks like my size.
Yeah?
34 to 35, what would that be?
I'm not sure what pant size you wear, do you? You don't even know.
This is about pant size?
They usually correspond with your waist to your neck.
Really? I'm 30, 32.
Okay.
30 by 32.
30 by 32. Not,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about 32. But
We could like reverse match.
red shirt and black pants.
Yeah.
You black, red
That would be
pants
really
and
funny.
black shirt.
I don't know if I'll fit this girl,
I'm
but
into it.
I wonder if I fit that. Pink with that candy collar.
Well, maybe for
Oh
middle
no.
class bitch out there. Look at these
Oh, I know, that's the weird part. Oh man, it does. I mean, we could easily just rough some of this stuff up and it would look just like what we're... I mean, those are...
See, I'm not really shopping necessarily for. I like that.
Yeah, I like that faded look of it.
Yeah, how much is it?
It's extra, extra large.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
I mean, these all look like they came from the same person.
Probably so.
They're all same color. Yeah, my stomach is twisting. I ate that apple. Yeah. I need to find more stuff to justify a dressing room experience. Oh man, where's this? That's shiny. Kind of nice. You do? It makes it the exercise a bit. This is nice with the shiny. Weird. Yeah, it's like the horses above the toilet at the Alliance.
Those jump out at you.
Yeah, they do. They ride out at you. Oh, okay. Huh? Which one? Which you win? Oh, you're making this one deal. Yeah. Okay. I do. Oh, do you want a question? I didn't make a face like his hair. Is she nice? Oh, goth night. I'm thinking competition.
Oh, no girls.
Yeah.
Girls allowed.
Yeah, it's a large, but the colors are. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. We're picking that matching. I think it's so funny. What's that? Is that the same size? Probably the same person. Yeah. I mean, these are like $3 each. Is that sick? I remember when they were like $1, $2 each. That's sick. That's sick. Oh, I like these colors. It's large, so.
I wish the pattern was inside was on the outside.
Oh, the paisley? Yeah. I like the colors, so. It's very sexual.
Dude, that guy looks like. Can we get him?
What? Oh my gosh. He's the guy in the.
He's the guy in the photo. What the fuck? God.
I like how it's just like
We just
thing we use.
everything,
You know?
yeah. That's fucking him.
I know.
Alright. I want to see this movie more.
I should get that. I could fit in my room, but it would be in the way. But
Definitely all women's stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they have some men's in a different section. They also have jackets and blazers over there on the left. Oh, this is all Christian. It totally is. You wear ties? Oh man. Do you wear ties at all?
I do from time to time, but usually it is very rapey.
Yeah. I like it. Huh. But I don't know if it would go with my outfits.
Yeah, probably not.
I like the...
You would look like the dude from Smile or something.
Oh, I don't even know what he looks like.
Listen to that?
Tiny bit, but because other people were listening to them.
Okay.
Kind of dorky, I think.
Yeah.
Like Hot Topic-y band.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just like the dude was like, I think I need to actually think it was like Jimmy or...
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. And then they were kind of like...
Goth pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other section?
So 90s.
So yeah. To justify this. Wow. It's like a new. Definitely not a jump rope.
This is oh, it's actually cheap. This way makes it really cheap.
No, just hang yourself with it. Well, I'm a skinny fella. What is this? This is half Charlie Brown, half Bumblebee. I like the colors, but it's so nerdy and it's pink. These pants. You don't see anything else you like?
I had this pair of khakis.
I kind of like, is this kids stuff?
Yeah.
No, that's not kids stuff. No, it's not. How is it? That's his toes.
Maybe it isn't.
I like the way that looks though.
Yeah. Some of the stuff could be. Yeah.
And none of this is kid stuff. It's just colorful as crap.
This is kid stuff, right?
No, it's just stupid. It's just a stupid man. Huh. This is Arizona. This is. Really?
Yeah.
That's.
I like that.
The colors.
I like the colors.
Yeah. Yeah? You wouldn't?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll add that to the pile. I do. Oh my god, it's much bigger than this. Oh yeah, of course, because we were just talking about it.
Right,
Yeah. That's why I was listening to Corn. You do or don't? What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tragedy that we now have to admit how good they kind of were. It's become almost taboo to acknowledge that they had some.
I don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the Olympics.
I never know.
No.
I just.
I mean, Word Up is such a great cover. I love that one. Oh my gosh, that's actually not bad. I mean, it depends on how you wear it. Again, that's the second part of it.
I had this in every color but orange.
Oh man, I love things like that. This is where I get a lot of the weird stuff you see around my bedroom. Just these weird little brass objects.
Yeah.
And I just love that kind of stuff. It just calls to me, this bowl right here. I had to put that upside down on top of something maniacal and people were scared of it. I'm gonna go get a room.
Alright, man. Well, this isn't going to be the last stop. So.
Nah. Oh, that's right.
So.
We don't need like permission.
I don't know.
I don't care.
I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
okay in there?
Good. I'm gonna get those.
Which were the other two?
The ones I'm doing there.
Okay, which one you didn't like this one so
I
much?
think it was big. I liked it was too big. Wait,
I'm gonna change back in my pen.
what did this happen?
What do you mean?
Oh, you just wanted to show me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
were you the one that is it thing of hair next?
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, it's like you were probably longer than
I had both shirts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And I need to take off my hat, put it back on. And I wore this one twice. It's not.
You like it?
I like the shirt and my shirt, and it looks like on me, but I think it's used to wearing my shirt.
Okay.
It's very vibrant.
I mean,
This one was my favorite
though.
though.
This. I don't think I'm gonna wear this to the office
Yeah.
per se.
No, I think it's worth getting. Totally.
Yeah.
It will look good with a black button down. Yeah. This is my favorite though. This was a good fit. It was very. Wait, I know that symbol. What
You can even keep it open. That's I think it's Fox.
Okay.
Skateboarding company.
Yeah. Very asexual colors.
It's very Bam Marchand.
Oh no. Oh,
It's ruining for you.
What, that shirt? Oh, okay, yeah.
Where?
Oh.
Oh, wow, okay. See, look, I told you we should always go. Yep, I got it. Yeah. Mentally works. Okay, hold on.
You got it?
Yep. Okay, I got it. What is that?
The turntable.
Oh, the turntable.
July.
Break. It's 30. That turntable, okay?
Why do I hear you laughing?
What's that?
Why did I hear
So
you
just imagining you immediately going to return it, like put it back in the rack because.
Oh, because you said
Yeah.
that?
I want you to feel how deep these pockets go.
Oh, that's such a weird thing to happen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
There's like a fake out in there,
Fake out.
and then it goes deeper.
It's true.
Yeah.
He just said something.
I need to hit the bathroom before I go. Are you gonna?
Just gonna be like, hey, you know, there's shots on it. Why not? What can I do?
Seems cool.
I want to see her walk.
Yeah, it's hard to get around that.
Same time. She
Oh,
looks like
man.
she.
What? That's what that was?
You going for it?
That's
Would
what
you
that guy
not?
was wearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You actually think that was
So legit. I thought we were in the presence of the divine. No, Mama, Mom, no.
Yeah, we can. I'll put it in the back.
Right here.
Where's that?
57 station.
I'm good. I'm good. No, that's my glass. Yeah.
Alright. Here.
Okay. No.
How would you describe it?
Oh, like darker.
What kind of music? Oh, music.
I'm like a goth guy. I like basic goth that would listen to some of the trust me, I am.
Okay, no.
So I do listen to that though,
Well,
but
there's an actual thing going on downtown tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's dark side of the 80s.
Oh, dark side of the 80s. I didn't know if you'd known about it, but we're headed there later on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. No, we all get it. The whole.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so used to it. I'm just like, yeah, sure. You got it. But that does sound cool. I've heard that there's like occasional times where there'll be a goth night here and there.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm always like,
Okay.
this is that part.
Yeah, I understand that.
It sucks. I wish I could, because my friends were just like, oh, there's goth night, you want to go? I'm like, guess what? I'm working.
It seems like it'd be a good time. I think we're going out. I like the music more than anything, but yeah, it's a very neat subculture.
I like it because, like, you can look wherever you want and still go.
Right,
And
exactly.
I'll be honest with you, I'm too casual now these days. So sometimes there'll be those, like, higher ups,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, you ain't goth, you can't be here.
Who
I'll be
cares?
like,
Like who cares what other people have to say? Like, it's such a petty thing.
it is. It's like, who cares? If they like the music, let them listen to it.
Right. It seems like it's gonna be really cool.
Because goth isn't a look, it's the music.
It's the music.
Your total is $7.98. Would you like to round it up? Awesome.
I just feel like such a prick. for being outright like. I didn't want to ask like.
I will never hold it against anyone if they say stuff like that or ask anything.
Yeah.
Because you're curious. Go ahead and ask me. I'm the type of person that's really chill about it.
Yeah.
I won't be all like going off.
The only reason I mentioned it is because you seem like you enjoy something like that.
I'll be honest, it has been on kind of I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I'll probably just stand there awkwardly.
That's probably what we're gonna end up doing also.
Well, you guys have fun there.
Yeah, we'll do.
Have a good night.
You have a good night too.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay, I'll hold your stuff. I'll bring it out to the car, dude.
Alright. Where are you parked?
Did you just take
Okay, yeah.
No, they're not. They go against the wall. They're bigger size.
I'm not even trying. What? Did you feel like she was some
Yeah. Didn't she seem as though she was defensive or offended? Essentially.
I think you think she was more that way than she was, but she was in the in-between, if that makes sense.
So where it could have been.
Yeah, where it could have been and what you think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel so bad now.
I think she was trying to figure out what you meant, and then you were trying to figure out what she meant. So I think it was just misconstrued on both ends. You shouldn't feel bad though.
What?
I don't think you should feel bad though.
I don't feel bad. Like 5 minutes from now, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, out of my mind. But I do like that I did it because I was kind of on the fence. Like, should I say anything?
High five.
Yeah.
Right.
It's me trying to be fucking.
No.
All too often, I'm crippled by
What is?
how somebody will respond to something.
Yeah.
All right, Voyager. Nobody fucking told you to play.
I was wondering if that was intentional.
That's a cool song. Yeah, I was listening to it earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't hit the bathroom because there was like 6 blue hairs in front of it.
Blue hairs?
Yeah, old women.
Oh, okay. They meant blue hair, like the cashier had blue hair.
Oh no.
I'm trying to forget about it. Salt on the wound. I wasn't hitting, so like I should have asked her name first, like, hey, blah blah blah. So the best thing I can do is just throw myself into awkward situations.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
did start off by saying this might be a weird question, and
But
that
are
might
you goth? Yeah, I should have followed up.
that
with
might have made her.
defensive.
Yeah, because
I didn't even factor that in.
instead of saying this is definitely going to be an awesome question, you know, that would
have been the best approach. Oh man.
Because then you're seeing it positively rather than.
And I did say it with confidence because I didn't want to offend her, and then I fucking offended her. So it's like, but you know what?
Which might have caused her to misinterpret it just because she couldn't understand if you were thinking of it positively. I think you waited long to say that we're going to that ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I don't know. I've never seen like. So, she was expressing that like she was worried about what other like the higher ups. I think she even said that. But I started off by asking, do you listen to 80s? And I stuck.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say goth music.
Yeah. And she filled in blanks for you though.
She did, yeah. I was like, do you listen to 80s music? That's what I should have said. And she's gonna be like,
well,
what the
that's
fuck is wrong
not
with you?
specific enough.
It's not specific enough, and I wanted to be specific.
And I think there could have also been a moment there where she's trying to figure out if there's romantic intent. So I would have cut to the chase quicker for me, like, hey, there's this thing going on tonight downtown. We're both going. It's
right.
like that.
Right.
I'm always afraid of giving too long of a build up to where my intentions are obscured or misconstrued. Because if they do guess what it is, it'll be harder for them to reroute. Make sense?
Does make sense.
See, I'm only
glad that
figuring this
experience
out
happened.
afterwards.
Yeah, it's so easy to. But I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah, because we both just learned something.
Are they showing up wearing this